Hello, my little lovebirds. TonyaTko here. And I felt that I needed to do a follow-up video to yesterday's video because it was so distressing. I had a chance to fall asleep to it last night, and I wanted to come back and just let you guys know. Can't nobody stop my flow. What's that song by, can you guys tell me the lyrics to that song by Puffy? Can't nobody hold me down. Can't nobody... I got to keep on moving. Oh, yes, I got to keep on moving. You know, I did that video yesterday. Let me back up a little bit. And you know what? Listen, I'm so happy to be here. Doesn't this look beautiful? You know, red is my favorite color, so I'm so happy to be surrounded in such lushness right now. Let me give you guys an update. Yesterday, as you know, I was getting focused. Focus. My focus is acting up today. Come on. This camera's wasting time. See, it's not me all the time. It's not me. Okay, now it's in focus. Okay. I did that video yesterday because I had been involved in that pickpocketing robbery. And you know, even when I did the video yesterday, I was still shaken up and not really fully aware of all that had gone down and how I got into that situation. You know, and there are some conclusions that I came to, but first I wanted to say that I did not do that video as a means of discouraging people from traveling or even saying that I'm going to be discouraged from travel. And then there was some people who were like, "Oh, you seem so smart. How could you make such a dumb mistake? I wouldn't have done that." Okay, of course you wouldn't have done that because you don't travel. So, you know what? Listen, people, listen, honestly, we can't be afraid of making mistakes. There are some people who, and other people were like, "Oh, this is why I'll never travel internationally. Oh, I'll only travel with people, blah, blah, blah." You know what? Unfortunately, if you spend your time waiting for other people to travel with or other people to have enough vacation time, money, or interest in going to the same places that you're going, you're going to spend a lot of time waiting on other people. And if you live your life trying not to make any mistakes, one particular person had to respond to them because they were like, how that wouldn't have happened to them, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, listen. You know, in life, we all have a certain set of mistakes that we are all going to make. And the mistakes that I make may not be the mistakes that you would make, much like the mistakes that you make will not be the ones that I would make, because I'm sure there are mistakes. You know what? In everybody's life, some mistake is going to transpire. So speaking of transpiring, let me tell you guys what transpired after yesterday. Oh, goodness. Okay. So I left, so I decided that I was going to leave. I decided I was going to leave Santo Domingo. While I was on the computer with you guys yesterday, I'd gotten mention of a hurricane coming this way, and I broke down. I broke down in tears. I really did, because I was like, this is just too much. It was like it's just a whirlwind of just foolishness and confusion going on around here. I'm like, just all of the, I'll tell you guys more about the events surrounding my trip and some of the other things that happened, etc., etc. But basically, I was like, this is just too much with the hurricane watch and all that other stuff. I was like, I have to get out of here. So I did end up changing my flight. You know what? Let me back up. Let me back up. Let me rewind. Let me rewind. Let me rewind. Okay. You know, I had been here trying to not seem American and all this other stuff, trying to be very low key, very meek, because you know when Americans travel, we have a tendency to and one person noted this on I think my Facebook page. They were saying that Americans are very flashy, etc., etc. Some Americans, you know, America's a very big place. And then, you know, with me being from New York, I have a bit more bravado than many other people. So, you know, so I tried to tone it down and, you know, really keep to myself, not say too much, just, you know, just look, be observant, go where I needed to go back where I needed to go back to. And and yesterday I made a very real decision. Instead of trying not to seem American, I decided to be American, be very American. I decided to raise up out this piece. I don't have to be here. Number one, I realized that those people should have never had access to me to begin with. And I'll tell you guys just a bit. What happened was I was involved in this in a blitz. And some of you are like, oh, that would never happen to me. Okay. Every single one of us will get into a situation that we don't know how to handle. And I was involved in a blitz because the guy who was in the car got out of the car because he said that his exit was coming up. But what he ended up doing was he ended up getting back in the car on the other side of me. So I had the people in the back who were screaming, the driver who was reaching over me telling me that this guy needed to raise the seat back up, and this guy who was reaching over me on both sides. So I was cornered in between two men who were reaching their arms over me, and the driver is like driving unsafely. I'm trying to watch my bag. I'm trying to get this person off of me. This person is reaching over me, and the people behind me are screaming. And this is all in a language, and I speak Spanish. As you know, even in America, there are many different accents, and there are people in parts of America I can't understand. And the Dominican accent, the way that they speak, is hard for me to understand. And it was really crazy, wild, and bizarre situation, and who knows how any of us would respond in that situation. I know that I tried to guard myself. At that point, the car's moving. It was impossible for me to get out at that point. And I was just really, let me tell you one thing about human beings. It's the science of human beings that when you hear a loud sound sign, a loud sound sign, when you hear a loud sound to the side of you, you turn your head. Unfortunately, it's a reflex. And with so much going on around me, I didn't even really know where to look or what was going on. But I know if that ever happens to me again, they ain't gonna be the only one screaming, because I'm gonna be screaming too. And instead of trying to speak to them in Spanish, I'm gonna be screaming in my own damn language, and I'm gonna be offering get back in focus. I'm gonna be offering some choice words for them. Let me see if I can get this back in focus. So, what I ended up doing is I decided, oh my goodness, listen to what happened. This is so stupid. I decided that I was going to leave Santo Domingo, and right now I'm in a place called Jarabacoa. Jarabacoa is so beautiful. I decided not to let, the events of Santo Domingo sully and poison me away from not traveling by myself, not exploring, not being able to, I don't want to say feel free. Is it raining? Oh no. Those are, that's the sign. I'm in such a beautiful, I wish I could show you guys, like out there. I wish you could see it. It's like filled with so many beautiful palm trees and stuff. But anyway, as I think I was up to the part that I was like, I'm gonna be doing some screaming too. So that we're all inside the damn car screaming. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you guys some things that you could do, because part of the issue that happened with me is because I was using my phone so much, I wanted to have my phone in an easy, convenient place. But if it's easy and convenient for me to reach my hand in and get it, it's gonna be easy and convenient for other people to reach their hand in and get it too. So you have to make things more difficult, not only for yourself, but especially for other people. So back to what I was saying. I decided that I was going to leave Santo Domingo. This is so stupid. I gave my hotel 30 hours notice, much more than 24 hours notice. And they tried to keep my money from the last day. Because, I had 2 more days here. The hurricane is coming, and it was raining really hard last night. And I was like, uh-oh, I hope it's not here yet. It's not supposed to be here till tomorrow when I was originally scheduled to leave. But I decided to raise up out here. And when I say I got very American, I got very American, because when I took the bus out of Santo Domingo, oh goodness, hear me. Hear me. I not only bought my seat, but I bought the seat next to me to put my bags in, because my bags will not leave my side. I'm traveling with, I'll show you guys my case real quick. Okay. This is that's the TonyaTko show camera case right there. And so, I'm traveling with, with some of my equipment because I'm getting ready to leave. Most of the times when I'm walking around here, I don't have equipment with me, but but I brought my equipment here because, I was here doing interviews from hair salons, etc. And let me move this. Oh gosh. So anyway, so I'm here doing interviews on hair salons for products for my TKO Skin website. Camera's not in focus. So I'm here doing interviews for my TKO Skin website, and so for products, etc. Oh gosh, this is so bothersome. I'm gonna end this video because it's like I can't get the camera in focus. I should have restarted my computer before I started doing the video, but I didn't because it's now 5:12 in the morning, and I have to get out of here. My taxi's coming to pick me up at 6:30. So I have just about an hour to upload this video, and hopefully it'll be small enough to upload in an hour. But anyway, so like I said, I got very American. I bought my seat and the one next to me, and I was like, because you know what, this is my person right here. And I'm not going to have anybody, blitzing me on either side of me. Because, you won't be able to rest. You got somebody sitting next to you. My bags are under my bags and stuff are under the bus. No, 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 no. So I bought the seat next to me yesterday coming up here. And I bought the seat next to me going back down this morning. And people were like, oh, let me sit there. And I was like, nobody. Nobody. Just me and my bags. So anyway, so I came up to Jarabacoa. Jarabacoa is so beautiful. There's there's a tremendous gigantic waterfall here that is so wonderful that they used it in the film for Jurrasic Park. And so I went there yesterday and I was swimming around in the waters underneath the waterfall. And so I'm really glad that I didn't let the events of Santo Domingo poison me from being able to enjoy at least my last day. So after this, I'm out of here. I have a whole bunch of packing to do because I have to roll the stuff up into my bag. I'll show you. It's looking crazy over there. I have to, all of this, I have to roll up all of that stuff and put it inside my backpack. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the next hour while this video is uploading. But you know what? Don't let my negative experiences, poison you and your mind away from traveling. I still do encourage people to get out there and live your life, do your thing. Don't let other people get you. Don't let other people get you down. Don't there's some people gonna feel like, oh, that's good for you. You should have stayed your black ass at home. Didn't nobody tell you to go out, this, that, blah, 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 blah. But you know what? If you live your, oh gosh, there's so much that I can say on that. People actually live their lives with so much fear that when you dare branch out, they feel that, it's good for you if something happens to you because that's why you should have stayed home, living in fear like they do. And one thing that I will say before I end up this video is I will say that I understand now, why certain celebrities travel around in limousines, why they keep themselves secluded from others and other things like that. Because as an American, instead of trying to really be amongst the people here are very different. Instead of trying to be amongst them, I should have really just enjoyed myself and keep separate but equal. No, I'm just joking. Just keep separate. Stay in my own cab. Just like how I rented out the seat next to me, rent out all the seats of my own cab, have my own autonomy, anonymity, etc. But then, people are like, oh, I'd only go the tourist circuit and have a guide. Your car can still get carjacked. You can get pulled over by masked men with guns and all this other stuff. You know, when you travel, it's kind of a wild card. Anything can happen at any time. You know, there are certain things that you can do to safeguard yourself. And I said this in the comments of the video that you know, the crime here is very different than the crime in New York. Like the crime, like in other places I've seen in America. You know, you go to someplace dark, secluded, etc. You don't know where you're at. You know, anything can happen. But here in Santo Domingo, in the bright of day, with other people around, you know, it's like the wild, wild west out here. I really, really, truly in my heart feel like Santo Domingo is a cesspool. I know it's horrible. I know, but I feel it's a cesspool, and there's a lot. There's a lot going on there, and there's I'll tell you guys more about that later. But let me get off of this video. I love you guys very much. Thank you all for encouraging me to change my flight, because while I was there deliberating is when I got the message about the hurricane that's coming, and so I changed my flight. After all of this drama I've gone through, I decided to I've upgraded to first class, baby. Yes. Get very American on them. Get out this piece and do it in style. Because you know what? I really didn't have to be in that situation yesterday. I chose to be among the people. And now I choose to be in first class. Anyway, listen, I will talk with you guys later. Make sure you come over to my Facebook page. I'll be back in the States late this evening. I don't know when I'll start doing videos again because I got to get reacclimated. And I'm still in the process of updating my website. I know my research is not done. I don't even know if I want to have a product with the word Dominican Republic on there. I'm sorry, I'm telling the truth. I really don't know if I want to. Because you know what? My coconut complexion polish. Oh, speaking of which, I'm not wearing any foundation today. I polished my complexion over and over with my coconut complexion polish. And I polished my body because I had a bunch of it. So I wanted to get rid of the whole jar. So I was polishing my body and everything. And that scrub really did wonders for just lifting off the aches, pains, and sorrows of yesterday. I was scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing, and now not only do I feel beautiful, but I smell beautiful too, like coconut desserts. Anyway, I'm out of here. TonyaTko, I love you guys very much. Come over to my Facebook page, facebook.com/TonyaTko. No, it's TonyaTko Show. The TonyaTko page is dead. So facebook.com/TonyaTko Show, and that's Tonya with an O. Come over to my Twitter and stay up with me. I don't know if I'll have internet access. I was going to say in Puerto Rico, but I'm not stopping. I have a non-stop. Thank you guys very much, and pray for the people here. And pray for my safe return, because I still have to travel back down from Jarabacoa to Santo Domingo, and then from Santo Domingo to the airport. And I'm out. Peace.